Hey everybody. So my roommate just came out and he was like, "You made the same mistake I did." I was like, "Oh." Apparently for cast iron skillet, you're supposed to take it off the heat after you turn off the heat. Take the whole pan off the heat. Otherwise it'll leave some kind of ring. And I didn't know that. He didn't know that, but he learned it. But then he still did it anyway. And that's how I ended up doing it, because it was already there. And so I'm like, oh, I want to make some French fries. Oh, well, this is all set up. I'm like, let's just start it up. And it really got me thinking how much we learn from each other. And how if we act lazy, if we act after we learn something, if we don't practice it, the people coming behind us are going to make the same mistakes we do. And that's not cool. And I was thinking about how children, like, because their brain is in learning mode, like their mirror neurons are just like on point. They're watching everything. They're learning from you through all of their senses all the time. And if we make a mistake and we learn it was a mistake and we never correct it, even if we know, like, oh, I'm willing to deal with the consequences of if I'm lazy and don't practice this new thing I learned, they don't know the same things we know, and they're just going to learn that mistake then. And they won't know there's consequences to it. And I'm realizing how much true love is personal growth. Like, if you aren't willing to learn and grow and apply the learning into your life, then you're going to be hurting the people around you. And then it's because you're lazy, not because of ignorance. And that's not acceptable according to the Bible. And it just really stuck with me, because I was like, I need to really focus on practicing the things I learn. I don't need to be telling anyone else or looking at anyone else except to see what practice I need. And because it's so important to be a good ambassador, a good role model to the truth. And we are Christ's ambassadors here on earth. And he wasn't lazy. He wasn't prideful. He wasn't so many things. And he kept moving forward. He kept going along with the story until he got to the cross. And he knew the ending. And he was willing to do it anyway. We know the ending for us, and ours is a good ending because he already did the bad ending. And so there's only good left for us who believe. But we have to remember that we're ambassadors and that we are representatives of his name, and we need to be the things that he is, not the things he wasn't. And so as I read the Bible more and more, I learn about his character. I learn what he likes, what he doesn't like. And then I can identify those areas in myself, because I want to please him, not to have to ask for forgiveness. And walking in obedience is what pleases the Lord. And he knows that we're going to make mistakes, and especially when we're practicing new things. But that doesn't mean that we can give up. And in my mind, I mentally give up a lot because I was trained that way. And now I have to do a new training and exercise mental self-control in a whole new level. And I was in the shower today and I was praying to the Lord, And I was talking to him about the changes that are coming up. And I was telling him I wanted to be excited. I didn't want to be scared. And just last night, I had a little mini meltdown with my friend. And I told him, I'm like, I'm scared because of the changes that are coming. And in the past, things have only ever gone from bad to worse. And so change always scared me because it wasn't optimistic. It was just another crap show I had to clean up or deal with or learn how to ignore or disassociate from. And Jesus told me in the shower, he goes, it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to hurt. And the relief I felt, I couldn't describe. He goes, that's what you're used to. He goes, but that's not what I do. He goes, it doesn't have to hurt. It can be fun. It can be exciting if you let me help you. And I do. I want him to help me so bad because I can't do it right by myself. I can barely do it right with him. And it's usually like right after I did it wrong, and he's like, you should have done it this way. And I was like, I knew that. I try again. But that's the thing. Just keep trying again. And he is so kind and so patient, more than us. So when I lose my patience with myself, I have to remember he already paid the price. I just have to try again. And don't let my frustration at my own inadequacies keep me in the past. Instead, I need to use them to motivate me to the future. And it is a good future. It's a good ending. And I am excited to play my role, even if I don't always seem like it. So I'm very glad that he knows how to get me on board. He knows how to motivate. He knows how to encourage. He is the ultimate leader. And Kitty says hello. She agrees. Yeah, she got a testimony story too. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you can learn to lead with humility and love rather than pride and control. I love you. He loves you more. Have a great day.